Hi everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Hope you guys are having a great time, and welcome to all the new subscribers. Almost up at a thousand. So if you haven't subscribed, do subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, of course, and welcome. We're going to get straight into today's results, straight off the press, only about 2 minutes ago. Hex.com. Let's go. And of course, here we are on HexDailyStats.com, day 727, the 28th of November 2021. And the snapshot price after 24 hours is 17 cents and down 5 cents. So we had 3 little down days. Looks like we've got our double bottom for our our W pattern. So we're going to talk about that a bit later. Very cool. A return on investment is 3,024 from the all-time low, and that was the 5th of January 2020. And there we are, folks. Payout per T-share, 6.132. Oh my goodness. The good times keep rolling. Ever since we had the unfortunate shark attack, and we have been much higher. And wow. And of course, we've got a lot of stakes coming out up until the 1st or 2nd of January 2022. So we've got about 530,000 T-shares. So we're going to get a few early unstakes and stuff in the mix there as well. T-share price $3,344. Folks, this looks like a pretty good price to get T-shares. And wow. So you know how I roll. Hex is all about staking. So if you can pick up T-shares on averagely cheaper, then try and do that. Some people try to pick the bottom. You may not pick the bottom. Other approaches are DCA, or dollar cost averaging, where you just buy a T-share here, a T-share there. Well, you can still afford them at this level. The other thing, of course. And of course, here is the T-share rate up and to the right. It's going up to 20,000 and 19,584, up 7.7 so far. So we're going to see how that goes. We're just only, 2 days left of November, and then we're almost into the Christmas period. We're going to watch that for sure. Okay, the average stake length, 5.82 years, the same as the last 2 days. The annual percentage yield rate, interest and early in-stake penalties, or EES, is 39.22. Beautiful. Boy, oh boy, that's good. Look at this week, man. It's crazy good. Obviously, day 720 was amazing with the shark attack, unfortunately. I say that because the person was about 82 years old, and they were probably, I think, the number 6 biggest shark. So I do feel for them in that regard. But, you know, Hex works the fact that penalties get paid out. And that's just the way it works at the moment. So if you're staked, you get the penalties, no matter where they're derived from. All right, so liquidity pool, we've got 157.8 million Hex in there, so up about 2 million from the day before. And that's just where it is at the moment. So as I say, on a good buying day, this can easily get eaten up, and we can move the price can move higher pretty fast. The amount in the liquidity pool, 26.3 million US dollars, and 931 ETH in the pool. All right, let's get into average locked value, 10.62 billion, and market cap at 98.06 billion, including the Origin wallet, or Origin account wallet, and that's just gone below 100, just at this price level. Hey, we'll talk more about the price in a second. T-share market cap is 36.43 billion. And of course, this is actually the main game inside the fundamentals in Hex, is that the value of T-shares is going to probably just keep going up and to the right. So pretty cool. T-shares are 10,894,759, down 5,901. So folks, if you're a staker and with T-shares, you are in a more exclusive class there at the moment. Total supply, let's have a look at that. 636.5 billion, 22 million minted. That means that it's been created and it's now in the system. And of course, circulating supply, 574.3 million circulating supply. Now that does have dominated by the Origin account, which helps with the fundamentals, of course, and that's so there's actually not that much circulating supply, comparably speaking. Change in circulating supply is up 43 million Hex, so that's a decent amount. You can see that back on the 20th there, we had the huge one there from the circulating supply with the unstaking. All right, so stake supply, 62.2 billion, and that's down 20.8 million. So once again, if you're staking, you're making it because there's less stakers around. The percentage stake coins have dropped from 9.78% down to 9.77%. All right, Hex payout for Hex was 66.8 million, and of course that gets collected at the end of people's stakes. Penalties, wow, wow, wow. Man, I said this yesterday, and I'm saying it again today. 6.8 million paid out to stakers. Look at the last 10 days. Staking, if you're staking Hex, you are killing it on these penalties. And wow, wow, wow. So if you believe in the future of Hex and you're making these penalties now, you're going to get a volume times pulse multiplier. It's going to blow your mind. That's pretty cool. Total holders, 387,000. Nice. And we're up 303. Good to see that 300 again. And current stakers, 71,506, up 71. Total stakers, 89,000, up 91. Nice little marker there too. And current holders 270,000, woohoo, up 111. And of course, we want to see this number really climb as PulseChain comes up. Even obviously, PulseSwap's going to cause a lot of stir. If you haven't checked those 3 videos out, go check out the 3 videos I did yesterday on PulseSwap. It was all breaking news at the time, so fantastic. And welcome to all the new PulseChain subscribers for sure. All right, let's get into the price of Hex at the moment. Is the real price now is 17 cents. Nice. Now here we are. We did drop down to 15.5 cents. This is on the USD pair and the V2 pool, and of course you can see this is where we are before. So we've got a bit of a nice W here, not perfectly symmetrical, but you know, a little asymmetrical, but it's coming down up here and then back down, and the prediction, of course, up this way, up to the right. So is the bottom in quite yet? Is it today? Is it tomorrow? We'll find out, but looks pretty like a double bottom. Of course, if it breaks down below there, then we're definitely in a more bearish scenario, but I'll do a price update on that in another video. At the moment, looks like a double bottom, and we've got so much good stuff coming up in December. It's going to be hard to keep a good thing down, right? All right, here we are. Let's have a look at, actually I'm headed here, jumped ahead. Let's go into the current T-share, 3,328 to pick a T-share at the moment. You can see that sort of still in a slightly downtrend at the moment on the T-share rate. And now T-share rate's determined by the Hex price, which is obviously down at 17 cents. And also it's determined by the T-share rate, which is always up and to the right. So this is always going up and to the right. So this T-share rate will, you know, eventually go up and to the right as well. I mean, obviously, subject to the Hex, if it was, you know, if it doesn't do what we think it's going to do. All right, the Hex price. All right, daily payout, of course, has been super good. Look at that chart. That chart's so bullish around here. Man, oh man, it's been so much fun. And of course, the record one there on that record payout of 24. Was it? I'm trying to get that there. Yeah, 24. It's not staying there, but that's 24. There we are. Yay, 24. So that's that record day. All right, so adoption is up and to the right as well. Look, see that curve, and we want to get that accelerated. It will accelerate with all the things coming up. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. Here's our expiring stakes, of course. That is looking cool. We're getting through this front wave, and we're going to watch to see how that spreads out into the future, as well as, of course, people want to get a copy on the PulseChain. And of course, what do we got here on the pool here? We've got 86, about 86% in the USDC pool. So that's pretty much it. All right, so we've got the 15-year view of the maturing stakes. Let's have a look at the short-term view, the 4 months right up until past into the new year. We've got all the way 29th, the 30th, and the first and second are our last 2 big candles here. Oh, well, we've got one more up here. So we've got these 2 big candles, and we've got 182,000 T-shares, as we said. You know, probably about 45% of that is the Origin account wallet. So we'll see what that does before the end of the year. Presumably, it's going to stake again for another year out. So maybe 10 years out from here, something like that. That's what we've reasonably expected to do. Now here is the next stake coming up, of course, 17th December and January of 2022. Now, once we move past here, what are the candles going to look like in the future? You know, there's always going to be short-term OG stakes, but what is it going to look like? And when does PulseChain launch? Because obviously there's going to be P-Hex as well. That's going to be interesting. So there's a couple of questions. We just got to wait and see what happens. But as we get past this point here, this one here, we will see what the future candles look like for the 15 years out. It's going to be fascinating, folks. I mean, I'm super excited about it. Generally, that you guys know that is a passion of mine. So we're watching that for sure. All right, let's check out the Hex Whales bot and see some information about this with the stakes that have been coming out in the last 24 hours. We're going to go, we've got 3,100, 3.1 million that got sold 11 hours ago. This is a little funny post here by HexCon. Me explaining Hex at Thanksgiving dinner 2019, got all this stuff all over the place like a detective, and then of course 2021 sitting back and cool and relaxed. Very nice. All right, so then 6 hours ago we had 2.5 million stake for 545 days. Nice, they got 1,000 T-shares. Congratulations. And then we got another short, well, not too short, what's that, 6 months, 185 days fully served, and that was a 10 million Hex stake just ended. Nice. And then what else we got here? 1.6 million just sold on 5 hours ago. That was 273,000. So there's got a couple of sellers there, no big whale buyers. So that explains the price that we're experiencing down here, I guess. That's why we hit there. Still, one or two people selling there still. All right, so very cool. Let's get on to, we finished this up. So nothing really new from Richard after the big pulse swap news. So we're going to jump over to PulseChain, and then we're going to cover a staker app as well with the prize giveaway at the end. So stay tuned for that. So this is PulseChain.com, of course. The official sacrifice was over, but all the details are still going. Now we had what was it here? We had trading here, Uniswap. So this is really the area for a Pulse Swap. So that's going to be a sacrifice coming up. So definitely check out the previous videos that I did yesterday on that. But that's huge pumpamental, and that brings the total number of Richard Hart tokens to 4. E-Hex or Hex, P-Hex, which may be called Hex in the future. Pulse, of course, coming up with the sacrifice we already did, and now Pulse Swap, which is pretty cool. Now it looks like Richard's reversed his view on that, so I think you can see the value in the yield farming for that as well. Nice. All right, so here is the GitLab, and I'll just give that a quick refresh, see where that's at. Let's have a look. Go. Yeah, so last updates were a couple of days ago. Richard obviously talked about the fact that this was, very probable, very likely this week. So we're looking forward to that in the time frame. And I just realized I forgot to pull up the old time frame chart for that, but hey, sometimes you forget to do that. All right, here is a bit of fun before we get onto this. We have got Hexball here on Twitter. Thought this was quite interesting on 27th. So my prediction for 2021 was 55 cents, and Hex did exactly that. My prediction for 2022 is $17-20. Yeah. 100x from current levels. So Hexball's pretty bullish, and this is the most realistic bullish chart I've ever drawn. If previous resistance becomes support and history repeats itself, we will see Hex at, and he's got next local top 20 cents. This is way back on the April the 4th. Got to take that into account. 2021 was 55 cents. You got there. That was on April 4th, so well done to Hexball. On the money with that. And April 2022, $1 to $5. So wow. And if you recall my weekly price prediction a few days back, I was calling for about $1.80 at the end of January. So pretty cool, up to $1.80 by the end of January, I should say. And 2022 top $17 to $20. Wow. Now, the way this would happen to get this is that you've got to have lots of big money coming in. And as I pointed out in my weekly up price video, you can check that out too, as I talked about many of the big players coming into the market from December onwards right through to 2022, plus the potential for mass adoption, virality as well on top of that. Would bring the economic energy that would get you to these sort of prices. April 2023, 35 to 75. Wow, that blows my mind. So we'll look at that. I thought you'd find that a bit of fun as well. And hey, maybe we'll just keep tracking Hexball and see how Hexball gets on with his accuracy. Oh, very cool. All right, so nice. Oh, here is. Oh no, I've got the timetable. Here's the PulseChain timetable. Very nice, and we'll pull that right up there. Obviously, I haven't quietly prepared that. So here we are. We're in the window here, waiting for that to happen, and just actually make that a little bit. I think we're on the 8th here, 28th, no, 29th. All right, so I have to pull it in one more day. That's my 29th, of course. I'm in the future here, and that's just the way it is in New Zealand. All right, so bam, let me just put that. Yeah, that's cool. And we're going to move that around, and I might as well do it while I'm doing it live, right? And so this is the window we've got that we've been having all the time, and this is when Richard said it will probably be. So this is still holding up, this estimation, and of course we got the message way back here. The original time frame, next week or two, did not happen, but based on Richard's last tweet that we got yesterday, definitely this is still looking in play. Then we've got the Hex 731 gathering, and of course our PulseChain prediction based on Richard's last live stream is in this window of opportunity. This is kind of here, the pre-Christmas launch, all the way through to late January, and of course he did indicate twice in the video that 6 months, probably 6 months. Well, let me put it this way: he reiterated on the second time he said it. That 6 weeks, 6 weeks to 2 months was the time that he did a video. So that fits in to early January. So we either got a pre-Christmas launch or a New Year's launch. Pretty much is the way to play at this stage. Some people, of course, are putting it out to February, some even March, and right through to May. But this is the current time that Richard's given us, and so we'll keep to that for the time being. This blue line here is the end of the year, 31st of December, just to give you that breakdown on that. Finally, let's have a look at the Staker app rewards. Wow. They came out today. Staker Sunday show, second episode, was out 4 hours ago. It has Steph and all this wonderful Kareem and all these wonderful people in it. And of course, they have 10 new winners. Every week there's a prize. If you stake for 5555 using the Staker app smart wallet, which you have to set up in the wallet. And that is a smart contract, by the way. That's the way that operates as opposed to your wallet address. So pretty cool. And the top 10 people win. Top prize is 2,000, second prize is 1,500, and so on, goes all the way down to 300, number 10. Now that you get paid USDC on the Sunday, so following day, takes about up to 24 hours, something like that. And these are the 10 winners at the moment. You can see 600,000 was the top stake for 555. The lowest one was 23,000. So if you're looking at the stake 555, you want to use the Staker app with the smart wallet, then you can use the link in the video description to download that. This is running every week, folks. It's mind-blowing. $2,000. They're giving away like $6,000 to $8,000 from the looks of it every week. So amazing. All right, hope you enjoyed that. That's also, by the way, they're also going to add PulseChain to that when it flicks over into version 2. So lots of stuff happening there. That will be the main app used by people. So when mass adoption comes, there'll be probably hundreds, millions of people on that app. So it's going to be pretty cool. All right, hope you enjoyed that one. Subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell, of course. Leave any comments in the video description. And hey, we're not too far away from 1,000 subs on this channel, and it's all because of all of you. And I do appreciate that support. Onwards, upwards. We'll be looking to do live streams soon, so that's going to be an extra show, and I hope you guys will enjoy that as well. All right, I will catch you in the next one. Bye for now.